So it's 7 AM and I'm off to the Grampians for the first time. So for anyone that's interested in exploring the Grampians, I recommend staying for at least 2 to 3 nights in Halls Gap. There's no point coming here for a day trip because there's way too much to do. We personally stayed in a cabin for 2 nights, but I do recommend 3 because we were very burnt out and tired towards the end of this trip. Made it. I did it. Up in this bitch. So we ended up arriving a little bit later than expected, but we still decided to see some sort of destination, so we started off with the Grand Canyon. So over the countless years, the forces of erosion actually sculpted this canyon, so it was pretty fun to hike through until we ran into this. So as for the Grand Canyon, look what's happened here. We kept going and it's no public access. Okay, look, I couldn't help myself. It's the one place I wanted to see out of everything. I do not endorse any of this. Also, throughout the canyon, we saw a bunch of lizards. As for the next day, we woke up early and we made our way to the Hollow Mountain. And I'm not gonna lie, this hike was kind of dangerous.
Did she go through the hole or did she go around?
Did you go around? Jesus.
I don't know which one's worse.
This hike is very fun and it definitely rewards the hiker once they get to the top with the view. If you're doing this hike on a hot day, I do recommend at least 2 bottles of water per person because it gets extremely hot. So after the Hollow Mountain, we drove to Fish Falls and it was kind of a long walk to get there, but it was definitely worth it. The water was also very cold, but you only live once. And if you continue down the track, you'll actually find yourself at Mackenzie Falls, and this is one of the best waterfalls I've seen in my life. It is absolutely massive. If you're doing this, please understand that it is a long walk, and you also have to walk back, so consider that as well, but it is an amazing place to witness. So heading into the final day, we've headed to Reed Lookout, and right next to it is the balconies. It is so close, it's such a short walk. So you can tick 2 things off at once here because both of these lookouts are pretty much right next to each other. Just make sure you get good weather because we did at the start and then the weather got bad later on during the day. As for the last destination, we'll be actually heading to the Pinnacle, which is right next to the Grand Canyon. But before we get there, we have to go through a place called Silent Street, and this is one of the coolest looking places. I love how the rocks are formed and how nature can just, I don't know, just look at the video. And would you look at that, there's the Pinnacle. And after a long, hard hike and walk, this is the view we were rewarded with.